Alright, welcome ladies and gents. So we've got some very, very comedic stuff to report here with Lord of the Rings of Power. So I did a video yesterday. It was only on one review, Entertainment Weekly's review of the show. And it was terrible. And I use that as a great example because Entertainment Weekly has been one of those outlets that have been ramping up super amounts of production. Marketing hype for, you know, this TV series, right? So it's a really good example. And loads of people are like, yeah, but loads of others just love it. Of course they do. Like, I get that. I'd be more inclined to believe someone who has been paid. Well, clearly, the marketing that they did was paid for marketing, right? That's how they get their content. PR agencies will reach out to them. Do you want to do this? Yeah, we'll have a feature. Cool, no worries. Excellent, here's some money. That is how those things work, right? That is literally how those things work. Or they'll pay in that, and it's vice versa like that. I'd be more inclined to believe an outlet that has either been paid or has paid to do marketing work, and then subsequently didn't like the show. Why? Well, because it shows a level of sort of unbiasedness, you know? They're going to use it, and yeah, like, sure, people will say shill media, 100%. But I'm still more inclined to believe that than otherwise. Now, one of the other individuals that hated, because there's lots that hated the show. There's even an outlet that Jeff Bezos owns that hated the show. And there are plenty of them. But another individual that hated the show was actually, believe it or not, Grace Randolph. This is someone who didn't even finish the last Rambo film. Didn't even finish it. And then gave a review and just said she hated it. She did not like this show. This is someone who adores anything that is singing the current thing, right? We all know her, you know, voice, mannerisms, so on and so forth. We all know her. She did not like this show. And actually took umbrage with the things which you'd think she would really like. Calling Morfydd Clark's Galadriel a Mary Sue and a Karen. So, when people who ordinarily would love this stuff go against what would be a given for them, my ears prick up. And I'm sure yours do too, because you go, hold on a minute. This must be a fucking trash heap. If even they can't find something good to like about it. The people who like all current things. Because loads of people like John Campion likes it. Mate, he likes everything. But don't listen to people who like absolutely everything. Because that's nonsense. They don't like everything. You can't like everything. It's not possible. But anyway, Grace Randolph. I will be drinking my coffee during this, by the way. Grace Randolph savages Galadriel in Lord of the Rings of Power and claims Elrond is gay. Yep. Gay Elrond, apparently. So YouTube reviewer and scooper, Grace Randolph, literally, you know, released a review, was it yesterday, I think, when the embargo was up, of the Rings of Power. And she took Morfydd Clark's Galadriel to task and claimed that Elrond and a number of the male elves are randomly gay. And I am going to say randomly gay because they weren't. They're not. There's none of that in the books. Like, what? So Randolph uploaded her review of Lord of the Rings of Power and noted that the review only looks at the first 2 episodes of the series, of course. In a section of the video that she labels worst character, it's Galadriel. Now, Morfydd Clark is a good actor. She is a good actor. People would ordinarily know her now, I guess, from St. Maud, but she's good. But yeah, apparently she's terrible in this. So as for characters that I didn't like, well, there's only one character actually, and that's, while during the movies, I was like, no question I would be an elf, Team Elf here. The elves are super boring, like, wow, so boring. I think that the lack of action is one of the things that hurts the elves, because the elves would thrive during action sequences in the movies. They were like, oh, look at that sweet elf action. True. And then she started to talk about Morfydd Clark and Galadriel. So Morfydd Clark was so happy to get the big role of Galadriel. In fact, she said she fainted when she found out. So I feel bad that I have to report that she's the worst casting choice of the show and drags the entire thing down. This is, ladies and gents, the pivotal character of the show. She is the lead. And if she's the worst one, you've got serious problems. Like, serious problems. She makes Galadriel both an elven Mary Sue and an elven Karen who would like to speak to the manager. I can't believe it. I can't believe she's both of those horrible things. I can. Just saying. And then we get on to the just random nonsense. Randolph claims that Elrond is gay, explaining Robert Arameo, who plays not just an ambitious elf climbing the political hierarchy, but Galadriel's clearly gay BFF, which makes for a very relatable dynamic, I felt. What? And their friendship is like the one that softens Galadriel, because if you're like, if this nice smart guy can stand here, then there must be something the rest of us aren't seeing. Oh, can stand her, sorry. Wow. While Randolph claims Elrond is Galadriel's gay BFF, she laments, tragically, there are no LGBT characters in all of Lord of the Rings because J.R.R. Tolkien was devout Roman Catholic. Yeah, so? Are we? I thought we were, respect religions and stuff like that. No? Alright then. So, yeah, clearly gay BFF. Alright. She then argues, I think the showrunner's trying to fly in the face of that as much as possible. I think there's a lot of subtext here, particularly with the elves. Openly gay actor Lee Pace did a wonderful, captivating job in the Lord of the Rings movies. I think that whether J.R.R. Tolkien likes it or not, I think that's become a clear element of the elves, particular in this world. What, that they're all gay? That's weird. What? Just because gay actors played elves doesn't mean that those gay actors made the character they were playing gay. That's nonsense. And if that is the case, get better actors, because that's just weird. Why would you do that? And I'm curious to see if they go a little further with it as the show progresses, she professed. Would you want to watch Elrond bum a guy? What do you mean? I mean, you can cut the sexual tension in multiple elf male scenes with a knife. You know what it reminded me of? And then she compared it to Alfred Hitchcock's film Rope. I mean, do you know what I'm reckoning? I bet you anything, all it is just normal tension. And Grace Randolph has like some, I don't know, like gay porn fetish maybe? She just wants to see them bum one another. That's what I reckon it is. I bet you anything. Then she declared, and it's fascinating, that's a fascinating watershed moment in Hollywood history, but to still be watching a closeted storyline in 2022, I bet there's so much projection going on here. I mean, it's just simply ridiculous. You're like, those characters are LGBT. Let's explore it. And have you know they're great characters. Let's do this. But anyway, back to Morford. While her performance is definitely part of the problem, she gives Galadriel absolutely no nuance. Galadriel has like one mode, and it's annoying. Wow! Look, if Grace Randolph, literally the woman that likes everything current and, just likes everything that is, current and says the message, can't even stand this show, Christ alive. All you guys just stand there and watch. I'm like, why aren't you guys well-oiled machines that she happens to be the leader of? That was just incredible. And I was just shocking, and it was just shocking and ridiculous. They're all just there and she's like, don't worry boys, I'll handle this snow troll. And you're like, what? Why don't you tell them to maneuver A or maneuver B? Fucking hell. This is that very thing that all filmmakers and movie studios and producers and higher-ups in the entertainment industry are getting wrong about female characters. Wow. Grace Randolph finally gets it. She finally gets it. Good God. Wow, wow, wow. Because they think that you can only make a female character strong and intriguing and popular by making her basically into a man. Making each and every single female character into a badass warrior who can kick the asses of all men around her. Get rid of her femininity, get rid of the beauty, get rid of what makes female characters really interesting. And that is the beautiful combination of strength, power and beauty. Wow, holy shit. Wow. Oh no, sorry, that's European law, not Randolph. But it's mad that Randolph is getting it as well. Like the fact that she's like, yeah, like you've just made her this sort of dude. God damn. Holy shit. Look, you know it's bad when Randolph hates it. Goodness me.